He stuck the tires. He stuck both of the back tires on the car. Like,
Hey, yo, say.
it's Chocolate Bunny, baby. Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Chocolate Bunny. I'm here with a story time. I'm gonna get right into it because I don't know how long it's gonna take. And it was already messy as so. I'm gonna tell y'all about the time when we gonna use first love and X. back so y'all can see my head. So we have first love and X. My first love, we was together. I'm gonna give y'all a little background information. It's story time. So we got my first love. We was together in high school. We was like 3 years apart. We was together for like 4 years. So, and we broke up because we just couldn't get it together. I feel like we was at a point to where we should have been building. He was out of high school. I was working on getting my diploma and I was getting ready to come out. And I was just feeling it just wasn't working out. Basically, he kept cheating and all the extra. But anyways, so and then when I broke up with my first love, we have my ex. Me and my ex, we had like a good bond. Like when we started talking, like we didn't have sex and none of it. Like we just literally built a bond. Like he was there for me. I started doing sweet justice for him. You know, when I got off work, we would spend time together and talk. You know, we bonded over food. We bonded over food. Like he was fat, I was fat too. Like how I'm gonna get it together, but that's what we bonded over. So we had been together for like I'm gonna say we was together for like 6 to 8 months at the time when this incident happened. So we would have been together, but like times had gotten like rough, because I didn't know what was going on. Like he had children, so you know, at times I don't know if he was being faithful or not. So it was, you know, and then times like it was just a bunch of mess. So, but we're not gonna get into that part. We're gonna stay on the story. So we got my ex. We was together, had a straight bond, but things got rocky. And my first love, keep this in mind, folks have been putting this man, my first love, in my business, telling him that we had been seeing me with my ex, but not knowing that like that's my business and me and him was no longer together. So what I was doing was my business. So anyway, so he was already like not ready to let the relationship go because he was kind of blindsided with me wanting to leave. And he had been wanting, you know, of course he still wanted me. And I mean, I wouldn't blame him because I still had love for him too, you know, but we just couldn't get it together. So in my head, with everything being off track with who I was supposed to be dating, and at that point, I didn't know if we was together or not because, like, what's going on? And what grandma know, auntie, uncle, all them, if it's real, it's gonna come back. So I was thinking, like, well, dang, he has changed, and maybe we can maybe we could, you know, get us a little car and get us a place together and, you know, get on our business together. Because that's really what I wanted. That's why I left. Because I was like, we've been together for too long for us not to be progressing in it, you know, in that manner. So I was like, you know, maybe it will be better. So I tried to be cordial with him, and we were supposed to kick it. I went and picked him up to kick it. But in the same breath, my ex, I don't know who had happened, but I was supposed to pull down on him. I don't know why I didn't just not pull down on him, or I don't know what I was thinking. But at the time I wasn't thinking, and I was younger, so keep this in mind. Y'all know we be doing dumb stuff. So I sit up here and I then dropped my first love off somewhere that was in the area to kick it or to chill, until I was, I told him I had something to go do, and I'll be right on back. I wasn't gonna take long. So I dropped him off. But then at the same time, I think like he told me like after I had left, his folks went in home. So he basically was like outside waiting on me to finish taking my business, which my business was to go pull up on my supposed to be dude at the time for whatever we had going on at the it wasn't even, I don't know, at the time. Okay, leave my first love, get to my ex, he get in the car, whatever, we talking, about whatever we was talking about. It been so long ago, I don't really remember, but probably was talking about, I don't know, because we was rocky, so we was just, I don't know, we was talking, and my phone, like I got a text message. First love text me like, where you at? It's starting to rain. I'm like, I'm on my way. I didn't lie like I'm on my way or whatever I said. I don't want to be long. He like, okay. Time still going by. Not too long, but about maybe 10 minutes probably went on while I'm still sitting in the car with him, and my phone started ringing. So I ain't answer. I'm like, dang, like he calling me shit. So I'm talking to him, so I'm like, okay, me knowing trying to play it off. I ain't playing nothing off, but I'm trying to play it off. So I'm like, okay, letting the phone ring. Don't answer. So my ex still still talking to me or whatever, engaged with me in the car, but my phone steady ringing, and like he noticed, like I ain't answered, like I didn't ignore it. Why ignore the call? It made him call even more. I get like it put him in the mindset of, I'm out here, it's starting to rain, I'm waiting on you. You just ignore my phone call. Strike one. This man started blowing my phone up. My ex like, answer your phone. I'm like, I ain't, I'm cool. I'm straight. So then answer. He kept calling, y'all. He kept calling. So my ex like, eventually, give me who calling you? Like, what you mean? Ignoring it. Like, I'm straight. I'm talking to you or whatever. Like, what's up? Like, he like, give me your phone. I get so quiet. You can hear a pin drop. You can hear the crickets chirping outside the car in the rain. Like, I was quiet. Get this man my phone. Only reason why I gave him my phone because like we had been, he was my, I don't know, supposed to be man at the time, and so he didn't miss, like he was acting accordingly. He was playing his role. He didn't gave me money and stuff before, you know what I'm saying, to take care of me if I needed, just get my nails done, or he didn't pay my phone bill before, a few times. So I was like, the man didn't give me money for my phone bills, asking for my phone. Like, I felt like I felt a little like I owed him to give him my phone since he had like paid the bill before. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Slow. Never again. So I basically gave him the phone. He answered the phone. Again, quiet as a church mouse. Like, pin drop. Crickets outside in the rain. You could hear me breathing in the car. I was so quiet. Like, for one, I was like scared because I know what they say. I know how you fellas like to tussle. I didn't know like if he would have like put his hands on me. I've never been in this situation before. Like, I've always caught it's always been me catching my first love doing something in the past, but like I was not with him. I was with another person, and it wasn't about him. It was about me. So I didn't sit up here and yeah, like, okay, here it is. I sit up here and quiet as a mouse. He like, hello, what's up? You know how guys be like, what's up? I'm quiet. I'm looking like, so whatever so my ex like, who is this? And my first love probably like, who is this? You know, based off how it's going. I'm sitting over quiet like, y'all, like, my heart started fluttering while I was telling the story. I couldn't breathe, y'all. I couldn't breathe, y'all. Flashbacks. I was sitting over, heart fluttering just like that. How I was just fluttering then. I'm sitting over there chesting my ass. He like, who is this? He like, yeah, nigga. He tongue with him. He like, like, I'm supposed to be your girl. Like, he don't really know who he don't. My ex don't know. It's like, now looking back, okay, as I told y'all, I was with my first love for a long time, so people knew me as to be his girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't play by me, and I never played with him. Like, he would get in trouble, but I've never played with him. Like, I always respected him, although he brought the disrespect. So, there was like a first. There was the first time that ever, like, he was the first time he ever, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he ever, like, had an encounter with another man about me. And he didn't have the full grounds to be, like, telling the dude out because we weren't together. So, he on the phone talking to my ex. My ex really tongue with him, like, yeah, nigga. You know, yeah, well, you know, he like, yeah, whoop the whoop, on with her now, yeah. You know, he like really tongue with him, basically hurting his feelings. Like, he was saying stuff, I can't remember what he was saying, but this is what he was going with it. And my first love, I don't really know what he was saying back, but like, he wasn't feeling the situation. And when they got off the phone, I left. Like, I don't really remember what the words between me and my ex were, but I left and I went home. I was fucking out of my mind. Like, okay, when I got home, like, my first love was calling me, but I didn't know what to do in this situation. Keep this in mind, I've never been in this situation before, and this is my first love. This is somebody that I have been with for years. So, like I said, normally he have the grounds to tell somebody off about me, and he does that. But this time it was different, and people had already been in my business. Like, they didn't know that me and my first love had broken up. And like, when I was with my ex, it was like people was like kind of in the streets, like being messy. You know how people like, well, you know, I seen her whoop the whooping, cause you know it was foreign to them because all they knew was us together, but we were no longer. And that was the beginning of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the beginning of it. Like, for real, it was messy stuff, cause he was, you know, like okay. Let me get back to the story. When I got home, he was blowing me up. I've never been in this situation before, so I did not want to talk to him. Like, I did not know. I didn't know. I can honestly say I had never been in this situation before. Their weapon formed against me had fucking prospered. Like, y'all, like, I don't know. Story time. Like, y'all, for real. Okay. So, I never answered the phone. He was like, he just wanted to talk. And, you know, he was like, I just want to talk. I was really scared because, again, I know how you boys like to tussle. And look, yeah, I be on my chocolate bunny. And I will talk smack to a dude, but like, I would not be fighting a man. Like, you would not catch me out here trying to fight a man. Like, I got keepers for that. Like, I'm not gonna be out here doing it. Like, I've been to call the police on the bed before. I just be out here, like, I can't. I know relationships go through what they go to, but I don't condone in domestic violence in relationships. You know what I'm saying? Because I done been through some situations to where I was the aggressor, so I don't condone it. I don't even want to think about it. But okay, I didn't know if he would put his hands on me or not, so I didn't want to like let him in to talk to him. Y'all, he was so freaking mad. Like, it was raining. Like, basically, it was raining. He wanted to talk. I didn't want to talk because I really was scared out of my mind. I really like freaked out, panicked. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I didn't know what to expect from neither one of these men. Although, even though my ex was like, quote unquote, you know what I'm saying, ton with him on the phone. But if you didn't really care, you know what I'm saying, like, it was just a mess. I told y'all it was messy, a messy story time for y'all. I wanted to give you the tea. So, here we go. He wanted to talk. I was like, I didn't want to talk. He was like, let him in. You know, like, he was being cool. But when I was like constantly like saying like, no, I don't want to talk, he got aggressive and angry. Like, he wasn't, it's like, he was mad. He like, if I would have just let him in and we talked, it probably would have went better. But like I said, I was scared. I didn't want no smoke. I didn't want no smoke. Big NBA YoungBoy fan. No smoke, no smoke. First love, you my homie. Like, quit playing. Like, you my homie. We cool. We locked in. Like, for real. And he just got more aggressive. So I just was like, okay, I'm just gonna not let him in because I already see he's getting more and more angry like I thought he was gonna be. So I was like, okay, maybe he's just gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be the end. So I let, y'all, he didn't leave. he kept knocking on my he was knocking on my window. He was knocking on the window of my room. And like, ain't nobody know that he was there, like, in the house. So didn't nobody know he was there. And he took something, and like, I had looked out the window. I was like, I don't want to talk, like, I was like, like telling him to leave, like, no. And he threw something and it hit the window, y'all. When I say y'all, it scared the living daylights out of me. Like, I don't know if I deserved it or not, because like I don't condone the playing with folks' feelings. And like I said, I just was like confused and trying to get my love life together. But he threw it and he hit the window, and like it was loud, and it like scared the living daylights out of me, like to the point to where I did want to go wake somebody up and tell them he was out there. But it's like I didn't want to. I was trying not to make the situation worse, but I feel like the way I was trying not to make it worse, I made it worse, if that makes sense. Because if I could have just maybe talked to him, maybe I could have calmed him down and we could have been like, had a better understanding. But I was like pushing it off, didn't want to talk, and he was like not having it. So eventually, I think it took me a long time to go to sleep that night, because I was like freaking out in my mind. Like, I was like, OMG. And y'all, like, when I woke up the next day, keep this in mind, I had a car, but I no longer had a car. So I would use my grandma's car to go places, y'all. He stuck the tires. He stuck both of the back tires on the car. Like, how the fuck was it? Like, I'm glad I can look back and laugh now, because when all this was going on, I could not believe all of this was going on. I could not believe that I had put myself in that situation. I couldn't believe. I was like astonished at myself. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't. Ooh, I can't believe it. Ooh, she all on me. They stuck the ties. Homie, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe this shit. Like, okay, like, for real, like. He stuck him. Push it. He poked him with the knife. Like, he did not play no games. Like, he did them joints in. And it's like, okay. We woke up the next day and the tires were stuck. And it's like one of the things to where I knew, like, they didn't know what happened, but I knew what happened. I knew. And it's like, that was my payback. I ate it, but I was ready to pay for the tires. I was like ready. Like, when I went out there and seen it, I was like, oh my God. I was like, let me take care of these girls. Like, I got you, Gigi. Let me take care of these. And so I'm cruising down. I get in the car. I'm cruising down the side street on my way to the tire shop. I call my ex. I said, he stuck the tires on the two big tires on the car, right? He like, for real? You for real? And whoop de whoop. Yes, I am dead. Like, I am as serious, just as breath is in I'm serious, y'all. Like, y'all, this shit was so real. Like, I really was cruising down the side street with 2 stub tires on my way to get them fixed because of some dumb shit. Like, could have been avoided. I don't know how, but it should never happen. Like, y'all, be better than me. Don't do that. Like, for real, don't be out here doing. That's why I don't be. That's why. See, I learned a lot of lessons early. I got a lot of story times. Like, I did a lot of stuff early while I was young. So now I just be kind of chilling and vibing. But like, for real, when I tell y'all, I was cruising to the toy shop and on the phone with my ex, and he was like, he was shocked. He was like, man, he really stuck the ties. Like, yeah. But long story short, me and him continued to deal with each other, and I still was like, I eventually talked to my first love again. Like, I can't remember when right now, but like, I really felt bad. I really felt bad about it. Like, I really felt bad, and I ain't gonna lie, I was glad that he had stuck the ties. Like, I was glad that he was able to get his revenge. It was like instant karma. I was like, I take my instant karma, and it like, okay, cause that was wild, y'all. That was wild. Like, but my ex, like, he met me up there at the tire shop. He paid for both of the tires, and we kept dealing with each other. You know, like, that was kind of like a trial in our relationship. Like, we eventually worked out whatever we had going on, and other things happened on down the line. Just toxic, a whole toxic situation for another story time. But like, that's what happened in this story. So if y'all like the story time, make sure y'all subscribe to my channel, like and share. I'll see y'all again.